What is going on to you Capricorns out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Smash the like button. That way you can get more in tune to the energy of the reading. Also, it most definitely helps out the channel. Also, too, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the video. Like I said, like the video. Hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. So for you Capricorns, you have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and you have the Strength. So these three cards right here, Seven of Wands is about burden. It's about how, people tried it in the past with you, trying to make you feel like you are obligated to do something for them. But the Knight of Cups and the Strength card is about how you Capricorns now understand that you don't have to be obligated to anyone that you don't want to. You don't have to be obligated to anyone in general. The Knight of Cups and the Strength card honestly speaks to how, you Capricorns are really, you're marching to the beat of your own drum. And this is something that you didn't even see yourself doing. At one point, you Capricorns may have thought that things would have went so easy for you. But due to circumstances and you living, right, and having experiences, you Capricorns realize that that's not the case all the time because, people like to play games. So you don't hold on to anything too tightly anymore. Neither do I, right? And I suggest to not hold on to anyone too tightly, or anything too tightly, because it's not going to really go well for you in the long run. So the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands, right? I'm going to say this. This is where some people really have an issue with you because of the fact that you Capricorns, you have an internal strength. You're not holding on to anyone or to anything too tightly. And that's part of the game, right? It's trying to get you to be hooked like candy. And once it is that you get hooked on that sugar, now all of a sudden it's hard to stop, right? It's hard to stop trying to eat candy. But the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands represent, but they don't know who you are, Capricorn. They don't know the experiences that you've had. They don't know the times, what it is that you've been through. They don't know all of that. So because they don't know that, meaning the people that come testing you talking to, and then they switch, and then they act like they don't know they act like they don't have any kind of common sense, or they act like they don't know what's going on with you. They got a lot of issues. They have a lot to understand. And the reason why it is I'm saying something like this is said because of the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands, because these are some knuckleheaded individuals that you are getting to know, or you were fairly, or I should say very recently. And, you come out here trying to get to know some people, and you already have people trying to test you. But you Capricorns pass that test with flying colors because you understand that the only way to win is to not play. Excuse me. No, baby. The only way to win is to not play. That's my cat. But so you decided to not play. And like it is, I said before, now they're salty about it. They're upset at the fact that you're choosing to not play. Because now the High Priestess is all about how you have this level of understanding, right? And now they're hooked on you. Because the High Priestess is, how do I say this? It's like one of those same situations when it is that they're trying to get you to be hooked up on them like sugar. And then the next thing you know, it's like you Capricorns are not. And you're like, nah, that's a dub for you, right? Nah, no thank you. So you leave them alone. And then the next thing you know, what happens after you leave them alone is that you essentially, now they're hooked on you. Because That wasn't something that was essentially supposed to happen. You know, you Capricorns were supposed to be in a situation with them where they had you hooked like sugar, chasing up on after them, right? And what I mean when I say them, I'm talking about a couple of people that you may have dated within recent time. You know what I mean? So, some people may not necessarily be able to relate, especially if they're not actually dating. As it is, I'm saying this stuff, you're supposed to go outside and actually test some of this stuff out. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to sit up on the internet and like ask yourself what's going on and try to make the reading relate to you, right? If it doesn't relate, it doesn't relate, respectfully. But if it's something that you've actually gone outside and tried, right? Where you're going outside and you're experiencing these things, you're dating, right? You're actively dating, then good. Then it means that a lot of this stuff is applying to you, right? And I'm reading about your situation, the situation that you Capricorns are having, the ones that are putting themselves out there, is that you Capricorns have a lot of people, honestly, who are afraid to actually hang out with you. They're afraid to do that, right? Because they're not good options for you. They're not decent. They're not decent individuals for you. It's not like, it's not like you're intentionally seeking these people out per se. But at the same time, it's more so along the lines of maybe those people are not very good options for you, which brings me to my next couple of cards, the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. Now that you've shown your strength a little bit, because you have to understand, Capricorn, that people are going to underestimate you because you're Capricorn. Capricorn is one of those zodiac signs that, it's not the most popular. The zodiac signs that are really popular are Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio. That's another one. Leo. Those are the zodiac signs that are the most popular. Because whenever it is that I ask people what their zodiac sign is, that's the most that I interact with. That's the most that's out. Like, I'll be looking at it and I'm like, wow, like there's a large population who are Libras, who are Virgos, Aquarius, Leos. There's a large population of that. Like I said before, I'm starting to see some Aries, but I don't really get a whole lot of Aries. A lot of Taurus, a lot of Gemini. I don't get a whole lot of that. Cancer, Crabs. I don't get a whole lot of that. Sagittarius, nope. Capricorn, Pisces, I don't get a whole lot of that. I don't. And you Capricorns, and it's not an insult. It's just that you're just not, I don't know if you're misrepresenting yourself. You're just not popular. And I'm not saying all that to insult you, right? Even though it may sound like it. That's not what it is. What it is that I'm saying all that to say that a lot of you Capricorns on the low, right? On the low, have been going through a very deep transformation. And because you've been going through a very big or a deep transformation, this means that you Capricorns have actually been under the radar a little bit, right? You've been underrated a little bit, in the sense that here you are making this life-changing revolution, this life-changing new understanding within yourself, right? You're not going to do certain things. You Capricorns are actually, cleaning up the part of yourselves that you want, that people don't nurture, which is the relationship part. And here y'all are actually becoming more complete, more revolutionized, right? In that sense, taking it into the future, but also revolutionizing certain things. And not a lot of people is talking about it. Only people are finding out the hard way that you Capricorns are not devaluing yourselves to end up with losers. Because a lot of the times, I got to keep it 100 with y'all. Capricorns y'all have a propensity sometimes, or a lot of times, let's just go all the way with it since I'm talking about it. You Capricorns have a propensity to, honestly speaking, hang out with losers. You know, y'all will kick it with people who are bums. And the thing about it is that y'all will be very accomplished, but y'all will be kicking it with bums, which people who know you, they may tell you about it. They'll be like, yo, why are you hanging out with this bum? On either side, you know? So the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords now is about how, it's about how these individuals are like hanging over you. They're trying to figure out what's going on with you. They're doting over you. They're hanging on your every word now that you're not with them. They're trying to go to your social media page, find out what's going on with you. They're trying to get your attention, right? And the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords represents you shouldn't take this too seriously because they had their opportunity and they squandered it. So now the Eight of Pentacles is about how, since that's the case, you have to understand that what you've got going on is much bigger than this, because you're finally, again, not dealing with the nonsense that people just want to give you, right? If you deal with what people just want to give you, you're going to get caught up. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to get caught up if you just want to deal with what people want to give you, because what they want to give you a lot of the times is not necessarily equitable, right? It's not equal opportunity, you know? Not equal outcome, equal opportunity. And because it's not equal opportunity, right? Because it's not equal opportunity, like I said, this can mess you up. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, right? The Nine of Cups, and then you have the Queen of Swords to clarify the Eight of Pentacles. So once again, addition by subtraction, you know? It's better to not be in a relationship with someone who's a bum than to be in one with them. The reason why is because of the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. You got so many different things going on for you. That's good, Capricorn. You know, don't squander your existence on an idiot. You know, the Lovers and the Nine of Cups, they should look at it like a celebration. And obviously you should do your thing. You should spread your wings after that and show them what you are about. You know, because when you get yourself into a relationship, that's when the time you're supposed to show your stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you are actually getting to know the person, that's when it's time to shine. You can't, just talk and then, when it's time now to show and prove, you don't know what to do. You freezing like a deer in headlights. Do you know what I mean? So now the Queen of Swords is about how, and ultimately, if they're not willing to really show you anything, right? Tell you that you're important, show you that you're important, it's time for you to leave them alone. But other than that, I want to say that you Capricorns are on the right track because y'all are out here trying to get to know others. But at the same time, once again, now that you're on this life-changing path, you're taking good care of yourself. You Capricorns just have to understand that, don't get into a relationship with just anybody. Because I'm seeing that some of you Capricorns may be asking yourselves, like, what is it going to take? Honestly speaking, and I've been talking about this for about a year now, the better you are as a person, sometimes the worse partners you get. And it doesn't have anything to do with you per se. It's just that what it is that that's just the majority of what's out. So because of sheer numbers, you know what I mean? Sheer numbers, you're going to run into a dysfunctional person, a hyena by any other name.